Hey reseller friends, it's Yvonne. It's Monday, April. It's a good day. Mondays are always good because that's when they switch over the colors. So I like to pop in early and go through because a new color is going to be half off. So I love it because they're real friendly, and when they pull out a new rack, they'll just pull it out and let it sit because they know some of us resellers, we want to go through it before they put it out. So actually I'm going to wrap this up real quick and go do that real quick. But they also just switched over to this system of hanging pants. I'm in the men's department. I don't know why I'm in the men's department. I usually don't start there, but I was just in the mood, and I'm kind of glad I did because I've got some really good stuff I'm going to show you guys. There's some Ralph Lauren, some Burberry. I'm kind of amazed actually. So my Goodwill started last week hanging the pants like that, and at first I was like, oh, I hate that, because I really didn't sell a lot of jeans, but I would like to go through them for myself, and I'm tall, so I could just, you know, kind of like go through the bottom and look at the long lengths, and now that doesn't work. But from a reselling standpoint, this is actually better now that I'm used to it a couple days later, because it's so much quicker to go through and just pull out the good labels, where this is great. So I did go through it real quick because it was so much easier, and I found some Duluth and a pair of Burberry jeans. I'm kind of excited about that. So anyways, I love that. I'm gonna run over here and look at that new rack she just pulled out. Talk to you later. Hey, it's Yvonne, coming back to show you the haul from earlier. So you guys, I talked about being in the men's department, and I did that first for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I did the men's department first, but I was glad. I found some good things. Not Ralph Lauren Polo, but Ralph Lauren Blue Label. Oxford. I was trying to think of this. Oxford. An Oxford shirt. Pinstripe Oxford shirt. But actually, this one's a little different, and I need to find out what this is called. I cannot remember. This is more like a tunic style. It's going to have a specific name because this is for men, not for women. And so I'm drawing a blank on that, and I have since I found it. But in a couple of days, when it's listed, then you can see, oh, okay, that, you know, she figured it out. Or if you already know, put it in the comment. Okay, yes, Tommy Bahama. So I'm careful with my Tommy Bahama shirts, but this is silk. Now this, what I like about this is 70% silk and 30% cotton. I think that's a better fabric content mix for men. Okay, so it's silky enough silk to be like, look expensive, feel great, and enough cotton to be easy care and not too slinky. So I like that fabric content for men. And also, this is a good color combination, right? I mean, the tropical, the tiki, the Polynesian, I'm not sure what all keywords I'll use, but with the black background, to me, that's more of a winner. How much was that? So I did go ahead and pay up a little bit for this. This was not even on sale. I went ahead and did the $4.99 on it. There's typical, and Tommy Bahama has lots of labels. There's kind of a common one you might see. I doubt if my camera is going to focus on the fabric content. You'll just have to kind of take my word for that about this. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to start probably around 38 and hope I get that. That's a little bit above average right now, but I'm going to go for it because, again, of the fabric content and because of the back floral background. I'm going to try for that first. It also offers start there, but I'll take a little bit less. But I probably am not going to take less than 26, 28. I don't think it's worth that. I think 26, 28 is very fair for me and for the buyer. This is WL. You see that? That is Wilson Leathers. It's one of their logos. This is a men's blazer, fully lined, super soft, thinner, buttery leather. Oh my gosh. I did pay up a little bit for this. It was 30% off, so I think I ended up paying about $12. I also like about this is the orange overstitching on this. That makes black and orange, so that is also like the Harley Davidson color theme, right? So that will make this possibly also appeal to a Harley Davidson lover. Because you know there are different subcultures within that subculture. Some of them are more like with the bearded biker, right? And then some of them are more like, let's say, the weekend warrior. You know, they have quite a bit of money. Harleys are not cheap, and neither are any of their accessories or their clothing. And some of them wear, gosh, I'm trying to be careful with my words because I don't want to sound like I'm degrading either, you know, anyone with my generalized stereotyping just for the sake of conversation. But, you know, maybe a little bit more subdued, a little bit more conservative. That, you know. I'm not going to use Harley Davidson in the keyword because that would be search and browse manipulation, and that is not cool. So anyways, I forgot price. I'm probably going to try to start this at $80. Probably going to end up giving $60 for it, I bet. Okay. And I was hoping that this was going to be a monster, a fox racing monster. It's got that color scheme. That colorway, as Paul Cantu would say. I wish I could talk like he does. The way he describes things is so much fun. Anyways, it's a metal militia. Let me slow this down. Metal militia. Not going to be in the same price range. A Fox Monster hoodie can get $40, $60, $80 depending on the condition and the style, and if there are any collabs like with racers with their names and numbers on it, a collab like that. But Metal Militia is, you know, it goes to that crowd too. This one's probably maybe, I'll be lucky if I do 30, but 28 or so will be fine because it only costs me $3. So I know it's a little off season, but with the motocross and racing crowd, I think that'll be fine. I'm okay if it sits a little bit. I don't think it'll sit too long. Oh my gosh. I've only bought Old Navy to resell twice. Once last year because it was a workout racerback tank top, but it had that smoky swirl in colors, and it was kind of a knockoff of Lululemon's Unicorn Tears print. So that's why I bought that. It took a while to sell it because it was Old Navy, and I priced it up a few dollars above most of the other Old Navy because of the Unicorn Tear pattern, which the Lululemon girls love. But I couldn't say that, right? Because I couldn't put Lululemon because, again, search and browse manipulation. Misusing a brand name, that's not cool, that's rude, and eBay does not like it at all. And somebody could report you. You don't want that. But okay, so the reason I bought this is because overalls are pretty trendy right now. This is a little short skirt and with the bib, and I like it because it is a halter bib. Okay, this is a halter bib. So that's a little bit of a different, like a twist on overalls, and I think this time of year some girls really gonna love it. It's a pretty good size. What did that say? 10. So medium to large. So, and it was only a few dollars, so that's why I have an Old Navy in my hand. But hopefully you get what I'm saying and agree. Okay, so I love this. Vera Wang. Got it? So that's one branch of Vera Wang. I'm looking, and the reason my eyes are like this is because my monitor is like right down there, so I'm checking to see like if I'm showing you guys stuff right. Okay. What I thought was so cute about this is they're distressed, but they're like, I don't know, princessy distressed. They're like, they cut holes in it, and then they, instead of like leaving it all frayed and distressed, they lined it with rhinestones. Like, it's all nice and neat and clean here. So isn't that funny? So I thought, okay, that's pretty uptown chic, all right. Um, these aren't really anything special. There's nothing special about the label at all. I love photo print. I just love photo print, so I buy it if it's in good shape. I don't care if I don't make very much money on it. It's just a personal artsy thing I want to do, is sell photo print stuff. So back to the men's. This was in the men's department, but these are actually women's. These are Duluth, but they're actually women's. So the women's jeans aren't quite as popular as the men's in Duluth. So probably only get about 24, 26, versus if they were men's, could probably get 36 to 38 is what I think. I'll go for it and see what happens. They're a pretty good size, a larger size, high-waisted, classic cut, but Duluth, and they're like pristine, like as if no one wore them. So, so again, they were in the men's department, but they're actually women's. And I think I paid like $4.99 because it didn't dawn on me actually at the store that these were women's until I got home and was looking at them closer, and I'm like, dang it, these are women's, and they're not going to bring as much as men's. So I'm not sure if I would have paid $5, 26 to 28. Yeah, I guess I probably still would have, because Duluth usually sells pretty quick. Well, at least in the men's. But what else I found in the men's department that was a little more exciting is a pair of Burberry, and I'm pretty sure that these are authentic. I've done a little bit of research. I've washed them, and I'm pretty sure these are authentic. And I get the next one, please. This is a nice patch. This isn't like, it's a nice embroidered patch. And they're carpenter pants, they're cuffed. And then with the Burberry, I'm pretty sure this is Novacek. I'm pretty sure this is their classic, iconic Novacek plaid. Okay, so they have a little bit of wear, a little bit of drag on the bottom hem, but because these are fold over, that gives me some options to play with, like to build a story in my listing and talk to people about some options for this, because these are really, really expensive to buy new, and everything else about them is great. So I'll build a story around it. I'll price accordingly. I think that I can still probably get maybe $40 or $50 for these, and that would be at a pretty, like, maybe if I held out even more, that would probably be at a pretty, quick flip price, I would think. Hang on. Deb's, we're supposed to do the reseller stew, but Deb's electricity went out, so we're not sure. So I left my phone on to wait to see if we're going to do it. And so I'm all set up, and so that's why I thought, well, while I'm set up and waiting, I'll go ahead and shoot that haul video real quick to Tuesday, because of great things that Deb has going on. And so we were all kind of rooting for today, but I don't think it's going to happen. Dansko. Some Dansko sandals. The sole is in great shape, no drag on the heel, just great. And these are Velcro straps, the last 4. So I'll probably start these at about 36. I think that's a good, not quick flip, not long tail price. And then very exciting, this was new to me, so I'm still cruising through the men's shoes. They're really starting to mark up some of the men's shoes, especially like the Allen Edmonds and the Johnston and Murphy, and well, anyway, some of the higher end brands. This, I did pay $16.99 for these. This is new, but like I've said before, it doesn't take years and years of selling clothes. Like some people will try to tell you to be good at this. Don't have to worry too much about learning brand names at first, because just learn to spot quality. Start with that. And so this is quality. Look, leather soles, right? Even a leather heel, not a fake looking leather heel, an actually stacked leather heel. Okay. These are Mark Nason. Let me see if I hold these up the right way. Am I doing that right? Let me look at this. Yes. Okay. So let's get that in there. Mark Nason. These are size men's 9. But, and they're called rock lids. They only priced these $16.99. Because they were a little distressed on the toes, but everything else is great. But see, this is kind of a rocker look, right? A rocker boot. And so the distressing is fine. It kind of matches everything else. So I think a little bit of toe, let's see if I can, a little bit of, wear distressing on the front toe is not going to really matter a whole lot. It was only on one toe, so perhaps a motorcycle, a clutch driver, I don't know. So I just kind of roughed up the very edge of the other one to match, right? Lots of good detailing on this. I wish that I could show you, like, it's just really nice leather, lots of like silver tone hardware. I need like silver, unless it is silver, silver 925. I'll say silver tone hardware, or silver tone buttons or gold tone buttons, but never like just gold, like, in my descriptions, just to cover my butt, right? Okay, so these brand new are anywhere from $200 to $400 and up, depending on like if it's like some kind of specialty leather. I think on these I'm gonna try. I think I'll start at 120. It's probably gonna settle out around 80. Is kind of my gut feeling, right? But like Tanya said, you can't make a lot of money if you don't ask for a lot of money. So I'm gonna start up there. I really like these. Actually, when I was showing them to my boyfriend, he kind of looked at them a little bit longer than he usually does. Usually he's just a gratuitous, oh, that's great, honey. But these he kind of studied and looked at, and I thought he might like these. So I think before I list them, I'll double check with him and see. I'm like, babe, did you like these? Did you want those? Because he can have them, because these are sharp. So if we're not going to stew, and see you guys hopefully next Tuesday on the Reseller Stew. I might, if I have time, I might put together, I've been wanting to do a refresh of the tools and things that I use. We did that once on the Reseller Stew, and it went over really well. We got a lot of good feedback, a lot of questions, a lot of thank yous. There are quite a few out there from some other great resellers and content creators. So I might do a refresh one that just focuses on, the things that I have in my office and that I use and enjoy and that are so helpful. Oh my gosh, the right tools just make such a difference. And I didn't start out that way. No, you build up to that. When as the money comes, you buy this and then you buy that. So I might put together something like that too if I have time this week. Other than that, see you next Tuesday on the Reseller Stew on Dub's channel, Pinching Pesos. Bye, reseller friends.